Hi chatboxes out there, I hope you all had a fabulous day. Today in this video I'm just going to be telling you guys about what I got to in my day. So this morning I got ready for the day ahead and a nice refreshing shower, and I watched some films and some TV shows and listened to some CDs and vinyl, and I went onto Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast. My dad is off for the next 2 days, and my mum was up. My dad was asleep because he'd been up and sorting stuff on the house and gone back to bed. And my younger sister was at work. My older brother was also at work, and my younger brother, my older brother is not at work. He's back down from uni and he's here for the next few days. And my older sister is back at her house. She'd gone out with her mates the other day, and she was going to stay over, but she didn't in the end because my older brother was here, so there's nowhere for her to stay. And I worked on my boxes as a switch stories for a Dollhouse game. I did some arts and craft and illustrating, and watched some dollhouse tour videos and some dog collection videos, and watched some dog tutorials and some dog games just show stuff and stop motion stuff, and watched Baby Daddy, The Fosters, Riverdale and Scream Queens and some other TV show stuff like that, and watched BBC Doctors and Call the Midwife, Casualty Doctors, Hobbit and some other medical drama stuff. I watched Farrah Brown, Murder She Wrote and some other murder mystery, crime drama kind of thing. And I watched some stuff with Record, BBC Player, Put Locker, Catch Up and Off Demand, and sorted my dolls and dollhouse out from where I've been playing my dog as a show, and sorted my new dolls out and did some doll photography stuff. I also sorted my office out from where I've been working on my boxes and took some stories for my dog as a show and tidied that up, and I had some chicken soup for my lunch and watched Home Rule Neighbours and Corey and EastEnders, Amador, Holly, EastEnders, Waterloo, Blue Shell Skins and some other soap stuff that's no longer on anymore, and played on the Buzz, just on Buzz, not on the Buzz, that's not a thing, on Buzz, on the Wii, on the Xbox, and played on COD and Minecraft, and played COD, Ludo, Uno, Cheat, Spoons, Sorry, Six and Ladders and some other kinds of board games. I played on Stardoll Thriv, and I watched some old Doctor Who classic stuff, and watched Torchwood, Supernatural, Pretty Human, and some episodes of Saved by the Bell, Friends, Big Bang Theory, How I Met Your Mother, Will and Grace, Golden Girls, The Carrie Diaries, Gossip Girl, Pretty Little Liars, and some other stuff like that. And I tidied my office up and had a bit of a rest because my head was hurting. I wasn't feeling too good, and I sorted out my Blue Tuck dolls and played with my main Blue Tuck doll, sorted the hairs and clothes and accessories out and got them all ready to sort out. Did some doll photography and some arts and craft, and did some doll dressmaking. I'm really into doll paper dressmaking at the moment. I started doing it a few days ago and I've just been obsessed with it ever since. It's so much fun, and I sorted out my arts and craft stuff and did a bit of arts and craft and some illustrating, and watched some vlogs and read some blogs and read some sci-fi and gossip magazines and some fashion magazines, and went on a massive walk and did some nature photo stuff, and bumped into one of my mates and had a nice catch up with her, and then went off and saw my mate at his house and had a cup of tea and a biscuit that his family friend got, that I also know, that was there, and I hadn't seen him since I was young, cause I went to where I used to live when I was younger, and it was really nice seeing him as well. So we had a nice catch up, and then I went on my way home to the charge shops and had a look around in the charge shops, and bumped into my uncle who works into one of the charge shops and does volunteer stuff there, and we had a nice catch up. And then I went off home and got back home. I dropped in to see my grandma who's in the hospital at the road and talked to her, and it was lovely seeing her face lit up when I came in the room, and she had company so I didn't stay long. Then I made my way home and I watched some episodes of Glee and Baby Daddy, and listened to some episodes of this Torchwood audio DVD that my best mate got me, and listened to a bit of Shania Twain and a bit of Carly and a bit of Duran Duran and a bit of Tears for Fears. Love the 80s, love a bit of country, and did some karaoke love a bit of a sing song, and watched Fantasy of the Opera and Bugsy Malone and Ever After. Love a bit of a musical, and I watched Angus Fox and Perfect Snogging, and watched Snow White and the Huntsman 2, Winter's War, I think that's what it's called. I watched Narnia, Labyrinth and The Dark Crystal, and I did some illustrating and some painting and some word searches and some colouring pages. Colouring pages and colouring books are so therapeutic, and I love doing them. Played on my keyboard for a little bit and did some puzzles. My younger brother was back from work. My younger sister was also back from work, and my older brother went out and he got back, and I sorted out my main Blue Dot doll and put my Blue Dot dolls away and left my main Blue Dot doll and watched Take Me Out, and can't wait for Saturday Night Takeaway to come back with Ant and Dec. Kylie Minogue is performing on the first episode back, so I'm really looking forward to that. And I listened to a bit of Dido, worked on some songs and wrote my book series, and did subscriptions drawing, waiting for my dog as a show, and worked on my romantic novel that I'm working on at the moment, and some other little projects that I'm working on that I'm really happy with and that are going really well. Read some poem books and some joke books, and I watched some episodes of Buffy and Teen Wolf and some other sci-fi stuff like that, and watched Stranger Things. Can't wait for the new Stranger Things to come back. Blooming love that show. I watched American Horror Story, Game of Thrones, and Am I High, and some stuff off CBC, Boomerang, Nickelodeon, Disney, and Cartoon E2, and some other sites like that and channels. And I watched some Disney princess films and some classic Disney, Nickelodeon, and Boomerang shows. I watched some Scooby-Doo DVDs, and I watched some Barbie and Bratz DVDs and shows. And it took Barbie, Bratz, My Scene, Put Doll, Cindy, and other doll stuff off eBay, Amazon, Swiss, and watched some doll games show and stop motion stuff, and I did some colouring in pages, and I cannot wait to start back at my new work placement. I start there soon at Wi-Fi Garden Centre, and I can't wait. I was supposed to be meeting the boss a while back, but then my course leader had said that I was going to be working in the in a garden centre where I live, and I thought she meant the one in the high street, but she meant the one on the hill that's on the outskirts of where I live, but it's still classed as where my town is. And so I went to the wrong place, and she said, "Don't worry, you're not in trouble." I shouldn't blooming be in trouble. She's the one that taught me the wrong blooming place and made me go to the wrong place, so I was stressing out, and I was so frustrated. But yeah, she smoothed it all over. She's like, "Don't worry," and it didn't matter because the one that's going to be telling me what to do and telling me where to go, and it's going to be like watching over me, it's been on holiday for the past however many weeks, and I don't know when he's been back. If he might be back now, so it didn't matter because he wasn't even there. So I'll be meeting him soon, and I'm really looking forward to it. Can't wait to go back to college on Tuesday and see all my mates, to tell them all about how my half time had been. Can't wait. I'm going to be going out with my mates soon for a nice catch up, because we haven't seen each other for quite a while, because of course with college, work, placement and all that jazz, it's just been so hectic. And I watched this fairy adventure movie kind of thing about like pixies and stuff, and it is so good. And I watched Call Me By Your Name and some other romantic films like Moulin Rouge, Romeo and Juliet, and some other stuff like that, and had some pancakes. And for my tea I had some boiled eggs and a cup of tea, and I watched Home and Away, Neighbours, Emmerdale, EastEnders, Hollyoaks, Coronation Street, and some other soap stuff, and watched some stuff off Record, BBC Player, Put Like a Catch Up, and Afterman, and Now TV. And I listened to a bit of Cher, love a bit of Cher, listened to a bit of Elvis, listened to a bit of Queen, listened to a bit of Adam Lambert, and I listened to a bit of Girls Aloud, Cheryl Cole, Atomic Kitten, Spice Girls, and some other classic girl band stuff like Little Mix and Fifth Harmony, and some other stuff like that, and a bit of Missy Elliott, and worked on some new songs, and I'm really proud of them, and played on my keyboard a bit and dabbled in a bit of that, and did some more doll dressmaking of like paper dressmaking and coloured paper stuff, and did a bit of designing. And I watched Big Bang Theory and Charmed and Supernatural and Merlin and some other stuff like that, and played on Wii Sport and did a bit of bowling on there, and played on my DS on Mario Kart, and played against my younger sister and brother, and that was a lot of fun, and I did really well, and they were surprised how well I am, and it's because I've been practicing. And my younger sister is at her house. She was going to pop in, but she didn't in the end, and I listened to a bit of Duran Duran and watched some old Hollyoaks Adult EastEnders on Waterloo Road episodes, and I listened to a bit of Tina Turner, Love Promo, such a classic, and a bit of J-Lo and Beyonce, and I watched Casper the Friendly Ghost and Casper and Wendy, and I am now off to go finish shot on my Blue Dot Dial and watch some classic Doctor Who episodes and have a nice Doctor Who marathon. I got a load of Doctor Who DVDs that I'm going to be watching. I've got the popcorn and stuff ready. So I hope you all have had a lovely day, and I shall see you soon with a new vlog coming soon. Bye!